What's going on, YouTube? Claykeysalt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news update, and we're just going to start out with the maintenance here. Alright, so maintenance is going to be happening like it has been Wednesday around reset, going into Thursday morning for me, whenever time that is for you guys. Again, we will be getting the cactuar dunes, and I actually need that. I'm running out of cactuars at this point, need to restock, and I'm sure you guys are too, so this is going to be a great chance to get in there and do that. That's going to go over this weekend. So what do we get new? What do we get that's awesome? Well, Awaken Warriors, we get some people getting their 6 stars, and that's Agrius and Gafgarian. That's right, they're getting their 6 stars. And I think a lot of you know about Agrius getting her 6 star because she does get the same ability that Orlandu gets. You know, his big chaining ability, Divine Ruination. Agrius is going to get that as well, along with a Kiraja at 6 star, making Agrius a very, very good deep damage dealing unit for you guys out there who didn't have Orlandu. You can use Agrius to even chain with a friend Orlandu, making her extremely powerful now, and just making a lot of things more budget build, free to play friendly because of how powerful she's going to be able to be and make your team, and how easy it's going to be able to chain with a lot of your friends, because I know a lot of your friends probably have Orlandu and you don't, and you're pretty salty about it. So this is a way you can get in on the action. Gafgarian at 6 star, just nothing for me. He does absolutely nothing for me at 6 star, just like he did nothing for me at 5 star. I'm overlooking his abilities. Maybe I'm missing something. I'll look over a little bit more on my banner review, but nothing too crazy that I'm looking forward to too much. So that brings us to our banner, which is just a huge-ass banner. We got so many things on here. We have Agrius. We have Gafgarian. We have Alma back. That's right, you're going to be summoning a lot of Almas. We have Oron. We have Meliadol, Mercenary Ramza, and Knight Delita. So that is a lot of units in one banner. This reminds me, if you guys remember, when Final Fantasy IX had their first one, a lot of units on there when we were going after that Zidane. So let's go over these a little bit as we scroll down. So we have Mercenary Ramza, and Mercenary Ramza is a 5-star base going up to 6-star tanky damage dealing unit, okay? Let's look at this Trust Mastery and Japa Mala. HP, MP, attack, magic, plus 20% accessory. Pretty damn good. You know, this is more of the staying alive, kind of, you know, with a little bit of MP on top of it, with that attack 20%, HP 20%, with the attack and magic 20%. I don't know how I feel about it and if I'm going to be using it too often, but there are going to be some cases when I'm going to want that attack still or that magic still, and with the 20% HP, that's going to be pretty good. So I'll definitely farm it. I just don't know in which cases I would be using it all the time, alright? So let's talk about Mercenary Ramza as a unit. As you can see here, he was given 2 global exclusive buffs. Overall, in my opinion, Mercenary Ramza, even with these global exclusive buffs, really just doesn't cut it for me. He has a damage dealing ability in Blade of Justice. It hits 8 times with some you know, ignore defense on it. It is a strong hitting ability, but he is a tank, so we're building him tanky. And his global exclusive buffs, you know, Branded Heretic, boost magic when equipped with a robe. He does have Ultima. And then he has True Justice, boost defense and spirit when equipped with a light shield. Now, we don't know the exact numbers on these, but the only magic ability I can see you using on Mercenary Ramza is Ultima. And then with the True Justice, I mean, you know, light shield, heavy shield, depending on how much that defense and spirit it gives him. He has a great move where he does cover at 75%, so he's going to jump in front of somebody 75% of the time and damage mitigate at 50%, so his defense and spirit, or the damage he takes from attack or magic attacks, is mitigated 50%. But he has no draw attack. He has no any other kind of damage mitigation. He's just not quite there up to par with the other tanks that we already have, on top of Warrior of Light already turning his head here at 6 stars. So Mercenary Ramza is a no-go for me, in my opinion, already looking at him. So let's talk about Knight Delita, though. Delita's got some new digs. Knight Delita is a physical damage dealing ability, and you won't be too upset if you pull this Delita for several reasons. One being his incredible Trust Mastery that's going to be good for tanks, in my opinion. Defense 72, Spirit 28, HP 15%. Those are insane stats. I've been waiting on a freaking chest piece to throw in my Wilhelm, and this is the one, baby. HP 15%? That's what I like, so I'll be farming up that TM real good. And let's talk about him as a damage dealer, okay? Black Sheep Knight, that is a passive. It boosts the attack when equipped with a sword or heavy armor, so that's going to be a way to get up Delita's attack. But this here has 2 basic normal attacking abilities here. We have Strategic Blade, deal partial unmitigated damage, and reduce lightning resist for 1 enemy. So that's going to be a hard hitting, I think a 5 times multiplier after you calculate the ignore defense in. big finishing hit, right? And it's going to reduce lightning resist, I do believe, by 50% when he hits. And then that's going to coincide with Commanding Blade, which is his chaining ability. It hits 8 times. I think it's a 4 times multiplier. Deal partial unmitigated damage to one enemy and add lightning element to your own physical attacks. Now, Knight Deletus seems like he goes very well with, let's say, a, you know, double souped up lightning with double all of TM or, you know, all of herself. And Knight Deletus is going to be there doing that damage for you and is able to chain pretty well and get a really high attack stat with that too. So I'd put him around the Folan, you know, maybe a little bit better than Folan range, but Folan did get those global exclusives where Knight Deletus didn't get any. So maybe Folan a little bit ahead. He's going to be around the Folan, you know, area right now in my opinion. So we'll move on. Very, very good though. If you pull him, you'll be happy. And then we have Meliadol, I hope I'm saying that right, Divine Knight. Let's look at this. Trust Mastery, Defense 55, Spirit 30, MP 15%. That's right, Tillith. This can go on you if you want it. We got this cool robe. It's very, very good. At this point, we're farming up a lot of robes, though. We probably have, you know, so many robes, so little people to use them on. So that's something right there. As you can see, it looks like she's going to be a debuffer with the arrow pointing down. Featured ability, Heaven's Blessing. Boost defense and spirit for 1 ally. So she can buff up your people. And I know she can break. I think she has a magic and attack break. And then a defense and spirit break, I do believe. And then on top of that, she gets some global exclusives. Automatically revive an ally 1 time. So she's going to have auto re-raise she can cast on someone, which is cool. And then she has Righteousness. Boost attack and increase counter chance, which she does have some counter abilities. And you're going to be able to put her attack up. Overall, she's very interesting. I don't think she's very good. The auto re-raise, though, can help you out with the robot trial. And can be something you guys are looking for in a 4-star base, which is pretty awesome. Let's move on to our Orin. They categorize him as a mage, but I don't think he's really a mage. He does have Meteor, but that's pretty much the only, like, mage, black mage. When I see that symbol, that's what I think of. A black magic cast that I see, if that's the right symbol, and that's not the support one. Heaven's Guidance. Reduce damage taken by 1 ally for 2 turns. So what this is I think it's a materia. You put in the materia slot, and when you cast it, I think it's a 40% damage mitigation you put on somebody. They can put on themselves or onto an ally, I do believe, if you use this ability. Now, that's pretty good. But are we really wanting to sacrifice a materia slot when we can get that off of other characters, other units, and other limit bursts? I do not believe so. Heaven's Guidance is probably not going to be farmed for me. Featured abilities, Derive Papers, Boost Magic Spirit, and Fire, Ice, Lightning, Water, Wind, Earth, and Light Resist to all allies. A very good move. I think that move does get enhanced. So if you need to buff yourself up like that, that's pretty good. He has that, and he has Angel Song, which restores 30 MP for all allies except for himself. So that's okay. And then he gets a global exclusive, which is Manipulator of Fate. Use magic twice in 1 turn. And remember, his magic that I see him casting really is just, you know, Meteor. There's nothing else that he has, really, that's magic. He has an ability that has, you know, it's kind of ace-ish, where it'll have a bunch of percentages. I have it pulled up here. And he has a 25% chance to AoE 3-turn auto-revive with 50% HP. So if you hit that, that's pretty good. That's like a Riku Limit Burst, a little bit worse. Then he has 25% chance to AoE 200 HP heal with a 4 times mod split over 3 turns. Okay. Then he has an AoE 3-turn 40% defense buff. And then an AoE 3-turn plus 40% spirit buff. Those are pretty crappy. So overall, the global enhancements, the global exclusives don't make any sense to me. I don't think they make Orin better. I don't know where they really want Orin to be, but he's just not a very good character, and the global enhancements didn't help me at all when I'm thinking about him. But this is our girl, Agrius, and we know Save the Queen's pretty good. It's there when you need to have a great sword, a high attack great sword when you don't have, you want it to be elementless. You don't want to have an element on it. And as I said, we do get Divine Runation on Agrius. So for everybody out there that already had one, there you go. You get Divine Runation. We get Knighthood, boost defense and spirit when equipped with a light shield. So you throw a shield on her, or you're probably going to put dual wield on her anyway and forget that passive and dual wield Divine Runation into your, you know, other people's Orlandus. And then she also had full break if you would need that. And then we have Gafgarian, who's just like straight garbage. He becomes more of like zap his own ability, kill himself to kill things. We already have our boy Dark Knight Cecil to worry about doing that, so Gafgarian's just way, way worse than that. We're not going to worry about him too much. Same with Alma, just not that great. Lily Robe's still pretty good, though. Defense 45, Magic Spirit 35, Auto Protect and Shell. That's all right. So looking over this banner, it's kind of hard for me. We're going to do a banner review, but like talking about it right now, I am going for Knight Delita. Like I want, but it's hard because we have 2 5-star bases, right? We literally have 2 5-star bases on here. So he's going to be even harder to obtain because it's splitting that up 25 25% on the banner increased rates, and then you're fighting the field after that. But I really want that TM. Will I be using Knight Deleter or Mercenary Ramza? Most likely not. I'm really just going for that Knight Deleter TM, and then everybody else is kind of just bleh. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. I do believe four stars on this banner. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're going for a specific one, it's going to be even worse than it was to try to get Tillith, guys. And that's how hard it's going to be to get one of these because the way they did this banner. And then Almost is going to be abundant because she's only 3 stars. So this banner seems kind of shit to me. We'll talk about it more in my banner review. I'll probably do just a vlog one because I just don't think it's a very good banner. You guys can comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong. But overall, I'm just going to be chasing that TM, and it's a pipe dream anyway. But I'm going to try to get it. And then we get In the Name of Love Before You. Okay, so it's a Final Fantasy Tactics King Mog event. And so it's going to be just like before we do the King Mog stuff. It's not letting me scroll down. Let me see. Come on, game. Come on, game. It won't let me scroll down. It's broken. It's broken, boys. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. It took forever to load for some reason. I restarted my game to just let it load, and then it let me start going through. But it is a King Mog event, which means you guys get some tickets. You're going after white orbs this time around to trade into King Mog's butt. And let's look at these event-exclusive equipment. We have Zwill Crossblade, Attack 72 Dagger, Chance of Inflicting Sleep. I'd pick it up because the sleep might be important later down the road. Maybe a boss needs to be put to sleep. And then we have Defender, Attack 65 Greatsword, Chance of Evading Physical Attacks. So for everybody out there that likes to build those evade builds, this could be for you. It's also a great sword to throw on your Agrius. I know it doesn't have the light elements, or to throw in your Orlandu or something down the road. I always like to pick up the exclusive equipment just in case. Doesn't seem that great. Now we have global exclusive rewards. We have Regenerator, chance to regenerate HP for 3 turns when attacked with a physical attack. And then we have Reactive Defense, chance to reduce damage taken for 2 turns when attacked with physical attacks. Now, that seems like it's putting a chance to have damage mitigation thrown on you. We don't know the percentages. And the chance to regenerate HP, we don't know the percentage of HP that we're getting back. Those sound very interesting. I'd like to mess around with them, see what that chance is. We're just not going to know until the King Mog event comes out. But those sound very interesting and very cool. And as you can see here, your Gafgarians, your Almas that you guys had saved up, your Agriuses, they're all going to count for this bonus up event here on this King Mog event. And then you're going to get 75 for the other 2 4-stars. And then Mercenary Ramza and Knight Deleter, they're going to be 100% because they're 5-star bases. We're back to slaying Chocobo again. I didn't like doing it the first time, but here we go. You could do that. And then we have this cool person we're going to be fighting. I have no idea who it is. It looks like a succubus to me from Tactics, so maybe it's a specific one. I don't know. You guys can help me in the comments below. It says, be prepared as this monster uses random status inflicting attacks, Kupo. Man-Eater, so we're going to be able to use the Man-Eater there, and frequently unleashes powerful magic attacks, so we're going to have to put up our spirit and maybe break the magic if we can there. And then that's it, guys. That is the update this week, and I'm actually still excited because I get to chase the units, which is kind of bad. You don't want to go by what I say, but I really want that TM back because I'm excited about that tank TM. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about this update. And if you're excited for this banner, kind of seems bad to me though. And then subscribe for future content. Don't forget to enter in my contest to win 2 $100 gift cards. The link will be in the description below and in the comments. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.